Is that the devil from the season 2 episode of The Monkees, Devil and Peter Tork, standing next to Pee Wee Herman? No, Pee Wee! Don't take it! He gonna take it! Pee Wee! I really should retitle this video. It's kind of too late for that. Because we're talking about Ted. At first I just want to talk about the fact that season 2 was almost canceled. Like they weren't gonna do a season 2. But then I found out that it's getting a cartoon. Which, let's first talk about Ted the series. So, season 2 is obviously happening, but it was almost canceled for an unexpected reason. So, let's just go back a bit. In 2012, hey, I was like 8. No, I was like 9. I'm bad at math. Anyways, Seth MacFarlane made the movie Ted. It was his directorial debut, and it was very successful. And then, well, according to this article, the sequel was a bit disappointing, but to each their own. You got your own opinions, you know. Anywho, then Ted returned in a prequel TV series, which we knew was going to happen. It just took a while, and it explores his early years with John, with the high school hijinks you expect. Buying weed, trying to sneak adult movies out of the video store, and losing their virginity. A fun fact, the guy that plays young John was actually in Orville in an episode, and he also voiced a kid character on Family Guy. So I'm just pretty sure Seth was preparing this guy to be part of his universe. I mean, technically, granted, Max Burkholder was always part of the Seth MacFarlane universe. Just little things like Family Guy, and then making his way into Orville, and now being in the Ted series. So, now you're probably wondering, why was the second season almost not going to happen, even though it was quickly greenlit? Well, this is crazy. The budget is huge. $8 million an episode. Why does it cost so much? Well, you know, it's really, it's obvious. It's maintaining the CGI on Ted. It demands an outrageous budget. That's what Seth himself said. He said, Universal actually proposed the idea of me doing a Ted series. I hadn't really thought about it going back to that character until they mentioned it. And I said, really? Isn't that outrageously expensive? They stayed true to their word and did not compromise the quality. He explained this to Hollywood Reporter. We've seen many motion pictures in which the main character is entirely computer generated and done so at a feature quality level, but we've never really seen that on television. So there was a lot about doing it for television that just seemed like we were, by nature, treading into uncharted territory. But season 2 is still happening, and not only is season 2 happening, but an animated series. Amy, no, don't state your opinion about Seth MacFarlane cartoons. Don't do it, Amy. I have to. Listen. I only like one Seth MacFarlane cartoon. It's American Dad. American Dad is just great. It's a great show. The Cleveland Show was okay until they started trying to be like Family Guy. Family Guy is just, like, I watch there's a bug on my ceiling. I watch super old Family Guy, but when I'm staring at it. When I get closer to like the other seasons, I step away. I need to stop staring at the bug on my ceiling. Anywho, Seth MacFarlane in animation, it's just something else. Granted, I don't even think he works on Family Guy that much anymore. He just voices characters. American Dad seems to be doing really well, and I just think that he does seem a bit more focused on, I think, the Orville. Didn't the Orville end? I'm confused about the Orville. I don't whatever, I'm getting distracted. So there's not really anything about Ted the series. Like, there's no articles about it so far because it's nearing a green light. Which would hopefully help put Universal on the fast track in ordering more new adult original, adult animation. This person said, the person who wrote this is John Schwartz. He wrote, one thing Seth MacFarlane definitely knows how to do is produce an animated series. With American Dad and Family Guy under his belt and still ongoing, why not add more to the war chest? like I said, I'm more of an American Dad person, and it's just gonna be weird to see Ted animated. Like, he's not really supposed to be. He's supposed to be a walking, talking teddy bear. I don't know how they're gonna do this. I don't even know what this is gonna even be about. Like, is it gonna be a sitcom of, is it gonna be like Ted 3 basically? Is it gonna be taking place after Ted 2? Is it gonna be about Ted taking care of his baby that he worked so hard to get? Like, is that what it's gonna be about? Now, granted, if that is the route they would go for, there would have to be consequences in the show, because in the movies there's consequences to what Ted and John do. So I don't think Seth would do a Family Guy and give the characters no consequences to their actions, you know? But at the same time, wouldn't it be expensive to get back certain people to voice certain characters, like Mark Wahlberg and Amanda Seyfried as their characters? It wouldn't be hard to get Seth if he's the one making the show. Or, like, I don't know what they're gonna do, because, Ted's getting a season 2, so there's that, but at the same time, what will the animated series be about is my main concern. Is it just gonna be a Ted 3? I mean, I wouldn't mind a Ted 3, but animated is just kinda weird. But that's just my opinion. I would like to know what you guys think about Ted almost not getting a season 2, and also almost getting a series. It hasn't been greenlit yet, but if it does, we'll know stuff very soon about Ted getting an animated series. Hopefully, if Universal greenlits it, we will get information about what exactly this animated series will be about. I'm a bit nervous about this because, again, I don't like Family Guy, but I love American Dad. I love the characters in American Dad. I love them all, I like them. I think they're great. They're not a perfect family. But they're nothing like the Griffins. Let's get that out of the way. At least Francine cares about her children, unlike Lois. At least Francine tries, And at least Stan cares about his kids too, to an extent. Peter tries to kill his kids every day. And Stan only has 2 children. Peter's got 3. He did technically kill Stu once in an episode. So, yeah.